Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are playing in Historic Anthology. So I built this deck and we played it on stream, and this deck is super fun. The main thing is that because we have Historic Anthology 3, there's just a bunch of new fun cards, and the first one that really stuck out to me was just goblins. You got to play more goblins when you have goblins and stuff. And the main idea here is that I want to be able to play Krenko, because you know me, I love playing Krenko a lot, and so we had to play some Krenko. But Gempalm Incinorator basically says you can cycle, when you cycle him, you may have it deal 2 damage to target creature, where X is the number of goblins on the battlefield. Honestly, when I first read this, I was thinking it was to face, and so I started building the deck kind of around that idea, but it still is really powerful. There's the Goblin Volley guy that was used. It was like a 4 mana dude that comes down, and whenever he enters the battlefield, you do damage to target creature equal to his power or the number of goblins you have. I felt like this was just a little bit better because you get to draw a card while you also deal damage to a creature. I mean, 2 damage, kill a creature, draw a card. Pretty sweet stuff. It helps a lot with goblins, and being able to get in with all the goblins is really nice. And so the rest of the deck is just kind of built around that idea. Getting enough goblins on the battlefield that we can kill just about anything. If we can kill an Uro, kill a Croxa that comes down, all that kind of stuff. And otherwise just kind of being aggressive. So we have our Fanatical Firebrand, Cirque Prospector. It helps us get to our top end stuff a lot quicker. Basically, we want to be able to get to the Goblin War Chief as quick as possible, or a Krenko on turn 2, War Wasp on turn 2. And then once we can hopefully get this War Chief out on the battlefield, which gives all goblin spells 1 less to cast, and it gives them haste, we can swing in with a Krenko and start getting goblins on the battlefield really quick. With our Gempalm Incinorator, we can start doing a bunch of really cool, awesome stuff. And of course, you guys have seen it, Sage King Commander, just amazing. Being able to do 2 damage to any target for just sacrificing a goblin. When you have lots of goblins, it's pretty good stuff. And we have lots of ways to create goblin tokens in this deck. I only went with 1 Goblin Chain Whirler because I was noticing it's not quite as good against like the Lurrus decks as I feel like it needs to be. Even the Gruul aggro is not quite where it needs to be. Then one nice thing about it is that you can use Goblin Chain Whirler and then occasionally use Fanatical Firebrand to kind of target something to deal 2 points of damage, which is what is needed. And so honestly, I think with this deck, I went so heavy into creatures. Honestly, we should probably bring in Umori because we have nothing but creatures in this. But I think that you should add in shocks. I think you should add in lightning strikes, a little bit more interaction and removal. Maybe take out a few things like Goblin Crater Maker for stuff like that. And that would make it a little bit, finish it out a little more. But either way, we had a ton of fun with the games here. So I'm going to go ahead and send you to those. Thanks so much. And yeah, enjoy it. All right, we're going to keep this up against Allsop. Dude, I just like playing ranked in Historic so much more. It's fun. Crater Maker's pretty nice. It gets to lock out the game a little bit. Is this up against Yorion? Oh, yay. Ooh, those are pretty. Yeah, I love that we got the goblin stuff here too. Let's see here. War Chief, hopefully for next turn. I think I'm going to get down the Crater Maker instead of the Instigator. A little bit more versatility. Creating lots of tokens is nice, but it's even better if we have War Chief out first. Oh, I need to get this deck onto the deck list there. I'll get that. I'll do that after this one. Remind me. I also do have some giveaway stuff today. So what we're going to do is whoever can come up with the best name for each deck that I do, I'm going to give a code to. All right, we got to play this one out. We've been able to kind of stay on curve here, though. The biggest issue is going to be board wipe, which hopefully they board wipe now. All right, so lands. Okay. Field of the Dead is still a thing. I mean, I guess we go Ringleader here, right? Just to kind of maximize the mana for this turn. Attack in with everything. Yeah, Fanatical Firebrand is definitely the best block here. All right, down to 9. That's pretty low. And then we, again, if they do have board wipe, we have War Chief into a bunch of really good stuff. Something else hasty at least. So at least 3 points of damage next turn. Little green men. They are all green. All right, that's pretty good. All right, yeah, I need to get some good names here for the deck. Because everyone knows your deck is only as good as its name. Is it better to go for 2 1/1s or for the other War Chief? Let's go Skirk Prospector because it's not typically haste. So the fact that we can swing it with it this turn is nice. And then another 1-drop. Let's go 10th Street Dodger. And yeah, I think we just swing all in. They probably block War Chief or Crater Maker. I would block War Chief personally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I think we're 1 off. And so now Skirk Prospector lets us sacrifice a Goblin, Fanatical Firebrand, and in for the win. Sweet. A booyah. Skirk Prospector is kind of nice. We do get to like War Chief right away. Goblin Matron is nice as well. Red Maul Munches. Reclaw. Ooh. Empire. Tokens, that's not good. Oh, is this just Agent? Oh man. This is Luca Agent for sure. Maybe I should just like Fanatical Firebrand and killed it right away. Got 2 Skirk Prospectors out the next turn. That's an okay trade. I'm pretty positive this is either Winota or Luca, or maybe both. And so I think trading off with tokens is actually not terrible for us to be doing. Especially if it's going to be gaining him life like every turn. Another Prospector. Let's hope they don't have Raise the Alarm here. Swing in. Yeah, pretty sure they have Raise the Alarm. That's a bummer. Alright, Les, I just sent you a whisper with your code. You barely see Luca? Dude, I feel like I've seen it way too often. No blocks. This is just a really bad matchup for us. Yeah, like, I don't think that we can win without maybe like Siege King Commander. If I swing in and they create 2 more tokens, we're just dead, right? So, okay, they didn't have it. Playing Brawlhalla. Dude, Brawlhalla is fun. What's up, Carmadillo? That's not bad. Pass the turn. Fires of Invention. Green mana is kind of a surprise there. Takes the Chain Whirler. That's kind of fine. I guess we could have sacked it for no reason, but... Yorion. Okay. Yeah, that's just really, really good. Yorion enchantments. More green mana. It doesn't really matter, but we'll go ahead and sack. Why not? Yeah, I don't think we can beat this. This is intense. Alright, War Chief. I'm going to go ahead and sack the Prospector itself for this Goblin Matron. I don't even know what we dig for, though. Like, maybe we can get out of the hand if we have, like, Krankos or something like that, but we also have to get through Yorion. Like, they're only one card in hand, so, I mean, like, they could just kind of fizzle. We can maybe grab Kranko and just try to hope for a time to be able to swing. Because I feel like Kranko is the best thing to, like, if it survives on the battlefield, it's going to win the game a lot better than anything else will. But we just don't have enough creatures for Gempalm. Maybe with Siege King into Gempalm Incinator. All right, we'll go for that. So no attacks past the turn. We can deal with 1/1s. They're gonna get scries. You just watched the Exile Control video. That was a fun one. They tried running Remorse with it. No, I guess not. Krinko Ozolith. Ooh. That could be really fun. The hardest part is giving Krinko a haste consistently. The Footfall Crater actually might be worth running to try to make that happen. Only 1 mana. Shouldn't be able to create another token or anything. Yeah, so kills the matron. That's fine. Down to 5. We're still actually able to race here. Sieging Commander to be able to also just fling in creatures is pretty nice. Yeah, Krinko does die pretty consistently, but it's not all the time. But yeah, he does die pretty often. Hexproof from Mechagodzilla. He still has to survive all the way to combat phase, which sometimes that's difficult enough, you know, or even getting him to resolve. Krinko is a pretty hated target. Good game. Sweet. Man, I feel like they just kind of fizzled on their like, that's the reason why you run blue, is so you can have more cards in hand with Fire's Invention. That's probably the biggest way you fizzle, is not having that. All right, keeping this. Got 2/1 drops. Chain Whirlers are pretty swell. If we find another land, we'll go ahead and just like cycle this Forgotten Cave probably. Ooh, Krinko. Turn 2 Krinko. Is turn 2 Krinko good enough? Yeah? All right, Skirk Prospector past the turn. So we can sack Skirk Prospector to bring out Krinko on turn 2. And then we just really hope they don't have too much removal. All right, Priest of Forgotten Gods. Oh, man. That means we can't really do it. Okay, pass to my turn. A Fanatical Firebrand, bring it out. Yeah, so we couldn't go for Krinko this turn because as long as they have any creatures to sacrifice with Priest of Forgotten Gods, we just lose this. Next turn we can Chain Whirler and kill Priest of Forgotten Gods with Fanatical Firebrand. That's probably our best place of actually being able to finish this game out. I could swing out Skirk Prospector, try to kill it. I'm debating if they're actually just be willing to go for that trade though. Let's go ahead and swing in. Try it out. Yeah, okay. 1 point of damage. Got him. Oh, goodness. Let's bring this up a little bit. There we go. What do you guys think of this look, of this setup here? I'm wanting to get an actual like border for my face here, but I kind of like I realized that I created a whole nice backdrop and everything, and I just started doing the green screen, but I kind of like it a little bit better if it's more of like a tighter square here. All right, Sax Creatures, that's fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. We'll lose Skirk Prospector. Oh, cancel. Resolve. Third Prospector. Lurrus. Lurrus is good. Ooh, do we kill Lurrus or Priest of Forgotten Gods? I guess it has to be Lurrus, right? That's my turn. If we can get the Siege King Commander, we can kill other things. Ah, this is annoying. Alright, Goblin Chain Whirler. Kill Lurrus. Yeah, because otherwise they just bring back Priest. Probably sack Witch's Oven to kill us here. Looks good to you? Even the guitar? Dude, the guitar looks amazing, man. Yeah, I'm not wanting to have like any kind of fancy border. I just want to have just kind of like a nice, clean little one there. Yep, sacks, does all the things. That's cool. We're going to probably lose Chain Whirler here. If we can get to Sieging Commander, though, we should be pretty good. We can just kick this. Only a non-basic land. Binding of the Titans. They can bring back Cat here. Alright, so we do have at least a target to kind of slow down their mana. That somewhat helps us a bit, I suppose. Oh, they're doing lots of things. I mean, filling the graveyard isn't quite as good now that Lurrus is gone. But they can bring it back, huh? Because we did kill it. Intriguing. Oh, man. Kind of locked out. This is good. All right, we'll play Rune Blaster. We'll kill the Blood Crypt. Mill them even more. Is that worthwhile at all? They just bring back the cat, block and sack, or even just let it block and die. You can sack this with Witch's Oven. I think this one's just kind of done. I don't know if we can really come back from this. Siege King Commander gives us a little bit of hope, and then Krenko after Siege King Commander gives us even more hope. It's like there are some things that we can do. I just don't know if we can win before Priest of Forgotten Gods kills us. Yeah, next turn they get back Lurrus. Slowing him down on mana was a little bit helpful there. I guess we block. This means that they don't get a Priest of Forgotten Gods trigger. Unless they have a creature in hand. I mean, like, stopping that much damage is definitely worthwhile for us. Alright, Siege King Commander. So the best way for them to do this is to use Priest of Forgotten Gods in response to us, like right now. But because they didn't have anything open, we can let everything trigger. Booyah. Sax, Stitcher, yep. Brings back the cat. Dude, I'm so glad all of these and the Firstborns have been going away. Alright. Gets back a Lurrus. Siege King Commander is going to be difficult for them to actually deal with, though, because we get to kill 2 things with 2 power next turn, or 2 toughness, and so we can hit Priest of Forgotten Gods, hit Lurrus, be happy inside. If we hit land, we can also play Goblin and Instigator to have a few more Gabos to do stuff with. I'm not discarding my Cranko, even if it's probably the better way to go. I'm never gonna discard my Cranko. You can't make me do it. Cranko's too important to me. Oh, sacked the... Okay. And Crocs is gonna be annoying. Now they get Luris. That's cool and all. Okay, 10th Street Dodger. Let's see, they bring back a cat. So swing in, swing in, swing in. Attack in. Target him, sack this one. So they already went to block step, so cat can't actually come back here necessarily. We let damage resolve, and then we're going to kill Priest of Forgotten Gods right away, just because we've got to. Target you. Heal you. Alright, and then our... This Crocs is definitely annoying. The fact that they can bring it back again right now means we lose our Cranko, unfortunately. That's probably their best play, is just to bring back Croxa. Potentially deal 3 to us here. They're at 28 cards left. I mean, yeah, the cat food, this is definitely not great. What's happening here? I don't love it. All right, so our best play is Goblin Ringleader. That is definitely the best draw. War Chief. The sad thing is I think I have to keep this in hand just so that we have discard fodder. Yeah, so I think we activate here, we swing in. I don't think we can actually come back here. Like we can play this one out, but like we finally beat the Luris, we finally beat the Priest of Forgotten Gods. They can find another Binding of Titans. I just don't think we can kill him before Cauldron Familiar. We don't have any way of gaining life. We have to get around a Croxa. If it dies, yeah. We can wait one more turn if you think we want to. Yeah, I just don't think that we can actually close it out. That's fine though. I feel like our deck showed like a resilient side of it. Just it needed a little bit more, kind of do it there. Keep this. Yeah, 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. That's never a bad play. Especially with Chain Whirly guy against Aluris. Pretty good. We have an answer for Priest of Forgotten Gods on turn 3. Pivot Champion. That's cool, that's cool. Okay, down to 18, past the turn. Hopefully they have more 1-drops here. Their best play is probably another Fervent Champion and stuff to try to get through these guys. Because we could just technically double block. I don't think we would in case there's a shock or whatever, and we know we have the answer for next turn. Robber of the Rich. Gotcha. Okay, we could not block Chain Whirler, kill him. Fanatical Firebrand to kill here. Swing in for 2. That lets us do more damage, so I think we say no blocks. Ooh, Krenko. War Chief into Krenko. Okay, we'll do that. Alright, and Chain Whirler is going to be really hard for them to get through. Down to 13, pass the turn. Mono Red Luris. That actually seems really busted in this format. Just splash a little bit of white for it. Yeah, we got a really good start there, but I feel like that's gotta be a really busted deck right there. All right, let's go for one more on this one. Start thinking of ideas for the next deck. Alrighty, we're gonna keep this. I mean, Siege Commanders are really expensive, but we have 1-drop, 2-drop, we have 3 mana, we have a deck full of 3 drops, so keeping it. What's up, S-Pimp? Welcome. Ooh, maybe I should have played Forgotten Cave to get down Krenko on turn 2. I didn't even look at our draw. Hopefully untap land here. We want to get up to 5 mana, so that'd be nice. No luck for Hefe. Down to 15. Jeskai. Control probably. Deafening Clarions. Bring it on. I can take it. I'm actually completely terrified. Alright, War Chief before Krenko. I think it's just the best way to go. More damage this turn. Like damages. Down to 10. Pass the turn. I mean, that's about where we want to be on turn 3. Getting the damages in, so now Deafening Clarion. Okay. Krenko, I mean, hopefully they don't have more board wipes. They've done nothing so far, so that doesn't really give me a lot of hope. Down to 9, pass the turn. Oh, that's what they're doing. Go Siege King. So we have lethal on the next turn now. I think even through the life gain. Shrines. Okay, let's see if they have another board wipe. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Siege King Commander. Alright, we still have lethal though. That's fine. They have to do that and board wipe. First Gateway. They could have another Seal Away and try to hit like Siege King Commander. Yeah, so we get to swing in and then we get to pump and kill and stuff, so yeah. Alright, ranked up. That's a good place to stop.